Hello everyone, welcome to Innovative English Learning with Rashid Khan. You can also watch this video in Urdu from the playlist. Today we are going to talk about past simple tense, that is very commonly used tense. In this video we'll talk about the different uses of past simple tense and the different structures of past simple tense. Let's see what are the different uses and the different structures in past simple tense. Past simple or indefinite tense is used for the following actions and states. Number one, use the simple past tense to talk about things that happened in the near past. So anything that happens in the near past is expressed in past simple tense. For example, I just took tea. It means that just a moment ago I took tea. We watched a movie. So it means the action happened in the near past. I just saw my friend. So I met him or I saw him a minute ago or a few minutes ago. So something that happens in the near past is expressed in past simple tense. Next, past simple tense is also used to talk about action happened in the far past when the time of action is mentioned. Remember, if something happens in the far past but we mention the time of happening, we can also use past simple tense for expressing such actions. For example, I bought a new car last year. Now last year is a far past, in the far past, but we do use past simple tense for such actions because I'm mentioning the time of action, last year. Earthquake hit Pakistan in 2005. Again, 2005 is in far past, but I am using past simple tense because I am expressing or I am mentioning the time of happening of the action. Pakistan got independence in 1947. Again, 1947 is in far past, but I am mentioning the time of happening of this action. That is why I am using past simple tense. Next, we narrate stories in past simple tense. Any story, for example, we go for a trip or a tour and we come back and then we narrate or describe the things to our friends or family. So we normally use past simple tense. Now there is a very common story that is normally narrated to children, that is a thirsty crow. So if we look at the structure here, once there was a crow, was is in past simple tense. The crow was very thirsty. Again, was is in past simple. It flew here and there in search of water. Flew, fly, flew, flown, second form of verb. Suddenly it saw a pitcher of water in a garden. Saw, second form of see. And with the rest of the story you can find the rest of the verbs in past simple tense. Next, past state, condition or existence are also expressed in past simple tense. So when we talk about past state, condition and existence, we use past simple tense. And here we use the form be form, was and were. I was absent yesterday, was. My brother was ill, was, second form of is. He was in hospital, was, second form of is. We were with him in hospital, were, second form of are. So for past state or condition, we also use past simple tense. Next, a very common structure, that is past routines or habits. Remember, something that we would do in the past or a habit we would do in the past, but we do not do it anymore. We use such habits or routines in past simple tense. But here the structure is a bit different. We bring subject, it may be singular or plural. Then we bring used to or would. But remember, the following verb or form of verb is first form, and that is the action verb. So if there is an action, we can use used to or would, any of them, and then rest of the sentence. For example, I used to teach at Namal, or I may say I would teach at Namal. My friend used to speak English fluently, or I may say my friend would speak English fluently. But when it comes to state, then we only prefer used to. We do not use would. For example, Pakistan and India used to be one country. I cannot say Pakistan and India would be one country. That would be incorrect. I have discussed it separately. Subject, used to, be, and rest of the sentence when we talk about past state or condition or existence. For example, I used to be at Namal. Ali used to be my friend. He used to be my class fellow. Pakistan and India used to be one country. Now in these examples, I cannot use would. I have to use used to with be. Okay, so when we talk about past state or condition, we only use used to. Next, we have the structure for affirmative sentences in past simple tense. So it's a very simple structure. We have the subject, it may be singular, plural, then second form of verb, and then the object or rest of the sentence. We have some examples here. I bought a new camera last week. I, subject, bought, second form of verb, a new camera, object. Ali learned to play the guitar very quickly. Ali is the subject, learned, second form of learn, to play the guitar very quickly, rest of the sentence. We drove to the safari park last weekend. We, subject, drove, second form of drive, to the safari park last weekend, rest of the sentence. The giant panda gave birth to a cub last night. The giant panda is the subject, gave is the second form of give. Dad took me to the zoo yesterday. Dad, subject, took, second form of take, me, object, and the rest of the sentence. The plane landed a few minutes ago. The plane, subject, landed, second form of verb. So that is how we use past simple tense in affirmative sentences. Next we have negative. For negative, we introduce did after the subjects. So we have subject, then did, then not. Remember, did is the second form of verb. That is why the main verb is converted from second form of the verb into first form. And then rest of the sentence. For example, I did not play cricket. You did not watch TV. We did not sleep late. He did not write daily. She did not read stories, etc. Now, how to make interrogative yes/no questions? So we bring did to the start of the sentence, then the subject, then the first form of verb, and then rest of the sentence, and finally question mark. For example, did I play cricket, or did you play cricket? Did we watch TV, or did he write stories? Did she read novels, etc. Now, how to answer yes/no questions? The structure is we bring yes, then comma, then subject, and then did. For example, did you play cricket? Yes, I did. And if we have the answer in negative, no, then comma, then subject, then didn't. For example, did we play cricket? Yes, we did. And if no, no, we didn't. Did he watch TV? Yes, he did. If not, no, he didn't. So that is how we answer yes/no questions. WH questions, we bring WH words in the start of the sentence, then did, then subject, then first form of verb and rest of the sentence, finally question mark. For example, what did you play? Or what did you watch on TV? When did they sleep? Or when did they go to school? When did he write? Or what did he write? Okay, where did she meet him? So that is how we ask questions, WH question in past simple tense, and we answer such questions with affirmative sentence. For example, what did you watch on TV? I watched a drama on TV. There is another structure with WH, that is which and what, then object, then did, then subject, and finally first form of verb and then question mark. Which book did you read? Or what game did you play? Or which novel did you study? Or what tense did you study? So the difference between which and what is that which is used for limited options and what is used when there is general options, when there are general options. Okay, so that is the only difference between which and what. Now, negative interrogative, when we have negative interrogative sentences in this tense, so we bring didn't to the start of the sentence, then subject, then first form of verb, rest of the sentence, and question mark. For example, didn't you play cricket? Didn't we watch TV? Didn't they sleep late? Or didn't she write stories? Didn't he read novels? So this is normally preferred for spoken language. When it comes to writing, we use full form. Did I not play cricket? Or did he not watch TV? Here, not goes after the subject. How to talk about state or existence? We have briefly talked about it in the start, but here I'll talk about the state and existence in detail. First, we have the subject. If the subject is you, we, they, or plural noun, they are followed by were. And if the subject is I, he, she, it or a singular noun, they are followed by was and then an adjective or preposition, etc. For example, you were ill, we were happy yesterday, or they were friends in the past, or they were absent from the class, I was in London last week, he was in top 3 students, it was pleasant weather. So here we use past simple tense for expressing or talking about state or existence. Now, how to talk about state or existence in negative sentences? So again, subject followed by was or were, then not. Or if we make a contraction of was and were with not, so it becomes weren't or wasn't, and then rest of the sentence. For example, you weren't or you were not ill yesterday, we were not happy, they weren't friends, they were not absent from the class, I was not in London last week, he was not in top 3 students, or he wasn't in top 3 students. Okay, now how to make yes no questions for state or existence. So we bring was and were to the start of the sentence, then subject, then rest of the sentence, and finally question mark. For example, were you ill yesterday? Were we happy? Were they friends? Or were they absent from the class? Was I in London last week? Or was he in top 3 students? Or was it pleasant weather? Now how to answer it? We answer it with yes, comma, followed by subject and then was or were. For example, were you ill yesterday? Yes, I was. Or if not, no, I were not. No, I was not. Were they friends? Yes, they were. Or no, they were not. So that is how we answer yes no questions for state or existence. Now there is a simple activity. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the verb in the past simple tense. The cat and the dog dash under the table. Now sleep, second form of sleep is slept. So the cat and the dog slept under the table. Ali dash to bed at 10 p.m. Now go. So past tense is Ali went to bed at 10 p.m. Complete the rest of the blanks yourself so that you practice this tense. Fill in the blanks with the correct simple past tense of the verbs in the parentheses. She dashed home alone. So she went home alone. The wind blew throughout the night. Blow, blew, and blown. An apple dropped on his head. Dropped, second form. Complete the rest of the sentences yourselves. Write was or were in the blank spaces in the following passage. It was a beautiful summer's day, and there wasn't a cloud in the sky. Mom and Dad and I were all in the garden. Dad was in the vegetable garden planting some seeds, and Mom and I. Complete the rest of the blanks yourselves. Draw a circle around the correct past tense verb in each sentence. Now there are two options. One is correct and one is incorrect. You have to encircle the correct option. So I loosed or lost my watch in the park. Now the correct option is lost, not loosed. David hurt or hurted his knee when he farted or fell. So here hurt, because hurt. It has the second form is hurt, not hurted. And similarly, fall, fell, fallen, not falled. Okay, so the correct option is fell. I kicked the ball hard and it braked or broke a window. So again, broke, break, broke, broken. So second form, correct second form is broke rather than braked. Complete the rest of the activity yourselves. Thank you for watching Innovative English Learning. Hope you would have learned many things about past simple tense in this video. For more such videos on English grammar, keep watching Innovative English Learning with Rashid Khan and do share it with your friends. Thank you. Take care of yourselves.